Welcome to the gorgeous, futuristic Motherboard City, where the tiny yellow-hatted capacitor minions are happily roller skating along the sparkling copper traces. The giant aluminum heatsink fan is spinning smoothly, blowing out a wonderfully cool blue mist. And little Bite Dog, the robotic puppy, is running around joyfully chasing his own bouncy spring tail. Oh wait, the city sky suddenly darkens, and the soothing neon lights abruptly shift to a flashing orange. The capacitor minions look up, blinking their eyes in confusion, not understanding what is happening. From high above, a giant gray, fluffy dust bunny with rolling, googly eyes is slowly falling. The dust bunny lands perfectly right in the center of the heatsink fan. The aluminum blades hit the thick cotton, making a clacking sound before getting completely stuck and coming to a dead stop. The cool mist disappears. The entire city is bathed in a blaring red alarm light, and a sweltering heat begins to rise. The capacitor minions grab their heads in panic, running around chaotically and bumping into each other on the floor. Meanwhile, the culprit, the giant dust bunny, is just sleeping and snoring away, puffing out tiny floating dust particles. Right at that moment, over at the Toy Squad base, the red alarm lights are spinning and flashing. Manager Smart slams her hand onto the 3D control desk,
Integrity.
her eyes gleaming with strict
initiated.
determination behind
Errors
her glasses. The base doors burst open, and Captain Moon steps out majestically, swinging his glowing blue starlight baton to give the signal. Scout Monkey Wise drops down on a red cable from the ceiling, doing 3 beautiful mid-air backflips. He sticks a perfect one-handed landing, not forgetting to look up and give a cheeky, playful wink. Little Genius zooms past on his jet boots, braking with a screech that sparks brilliant blue lights. The bulldozer giant steps out, making the ground rumble, excitedly clapping his scoop and vacuum hands together with a thud. Wisdom the spider quickly scurries up onto Giant's shoulder, nodding its hexagonal head, ready for the mission. All 6 members of the Toy Squad are fully assembled, striking a super cool superhero pose under the glorious spotlight.
Engaging
The squad moves at lightning speed along a glowing fiber optic path, heading straight for the glowing red heatsink valley. Genius roller skates in the lead to clear the way, dodging back and forth as smoothly as a real ice skater. Wise the monkey uses his cable tail to swing playfully between the towering Ram skyscrapers. Bringing up the rear is Smart, casually using her optical duster to sweep away any specks of dust along the road.
Not sure we can handle
The
this
squad
alone.
has arrived, stopping at the base of the aluminum cliff to look up at the giant jammed fan. Giant's mouth drops open into an O shape, his eyes wide with surprise because he has never seen a dust bunny this huge. The dust bunny monster shifts and breathes heavily, taking a deep breath before sneezing out a shower of gray cotton balls. By pure coincidence, one dust ball lands with a splat right on top of Smart's pristine white head.
Almost there.
Extremely annoyed, Smart frantically brushes her head with her duster at super speed to get clean. Standing nearby, Wise the monkey holds his belly and laughs uncontrollably, slapping the ground at his friend's reaction. Giant bravely steps forward, thumping his chest confidently to signal that he will handle this mess himself. He steps back to gather momentum, locking his treads firmly to the floor, and raises his scoop arm into a combat stance. He charges forward with a rumble like a tank, kicking up a cloud of dust, and swings his scoop straight at the target.
Engaging state.
He crashes right into the squishy cotton mass, sinking in softly, just like hitting a giant pillow. Giant's blocky head gets completely stuck inside the pile of fluff, leaving him flailing his arms and legs blindly. Dozens of tiny cotton fibers are rushing straight into Giant's big nose.
Just a
Giant
little higher.
quickly pulls
Yes,
his head
that's
out,
it.
the
We
light
did
on
it.
his nose flashing red rapidly, and squeezes his eyes shut in extreme discomfort. Giant's chest expands to the max, taking a massive breath to prepare for an explosion.
There.
Achoo! An earth-shattering sneeze blasts a massive hurricane-force wind from Giant's mouth. The wind is so strong, it blows the entire squad flying backward into the air. Wise the monkey tumbles round and round, flailing his arms and legs in total panic. Little Genius tries to brake with his skates, but his wheels
Scan
slide,
initiated
sending him
and
falling
validated.
flat on his back.
System integrity.
Smart's fiber optic ponytail is blown entirely forward, completely covering her face and glasses. Bite Dog flies
Check
across
this
the frame,
out.
his mouth
Woohoo,
wide
Wise.
open
Ready.
in a prolonged,
High five.
clueless bark.
Yeah.
Wise the monkey smacks face first into a ram stick with a thud, then slowly and pitifully slides down to the ground. The team clumsily crawls back to their feet, now completely covered in layers of gray fuzz.
Look at it
Smart
go.
angrily puts her hands on her hips, taps her duster on the ground, and glares reproachfully at the culprit, Giant. Giant just sits on the floor, awkwardly scratching his head and laughing goofily to apologize to everyone. Captain Moon taps his starlight baton on the ground, clack, clack, shaking his head to call everyone to focus. Smart immediately pulls up her 3D holographic tablet, scanning the giant dust bunny mountain. The graphical display analyzes that the dust mass is too big. It must be broken into smaller pieces to be vacuumed. Moon nods in agreement, pointing up high to signal Wisdom the spider to advance and set up a catch net. Wisdom the spider nimbly scurries from the ground, all the way up the towering aluminum walls of the heatsink. From under Wisdom's abdomen, a specialized nozzle shoots out a sparkling, super strong white polymer silk thread. Wisdom dances and swings back and forth, expertly weaving the silk between the two aluminum walls, like Spider-Man. In the blink of an eye, a giant trampoline made of silk net is perfectly constructed right beneath the fan. Wisdom hops onto the net, bouncing boing boing a few times, then raises a leg to signal that the net is completely secure. Down on the ground, Giant has also moved into position, pointing his transparent vacuum tube up at the
Sector
sky,
South Bridge
ready
is
to
critical.
catch.
Potential data
Now it is Captain Moon's turn. He activates the thrusters under his heels, and blue plasma flames flare to life. Moon rockets up into the sky in a stunning spiral trajectory, leaving a long trail of royal blue light. He hits the brakes,
Looks like we'll have to
hovering perfectly
improvise.
still right in front of the dust bunny monster.
Analysis indicates
His crystal wings humming softly. Moon's radar
can
visor
take it
focuses
there.
and locks onto the weakest
surge is
structural
there.
points of the dust mass.
Captain.
Moon presses a switch, and the tip of
Pushing
his
hard.
starlight baton radiates
Almost there.
a blindingly
To keep
bright,
more power.
purifying light. He pulls back for momentum and swings his baton, slashing a brilliantly glowing X shape into the air.
Look, zoom. Here I go.
The wave of blue light travels through the air, gently touching the surface of the dust bunny.
we did
Miraculously,
Woohoo.
the dust
Nice
bunny does
job.
not explode, but
Wow.
slowly
Down.
dissolves into thousands of
The
tiny,
city is
soft
safe.
cotton balls. A rain of colorful pastel cotton balls pours down onto the pristine
Woohoo!
white silk net
I
below,
did-
like a shower of candy. The trash balls hit the elastic net, bouncing up and down, boing, boing, in a delightful display. The capacitor minions down below jump for joy, clapping their hands and cheering at the beautiful magic trick. A pink ball lands right on Bite Dog's
Excellent
nose,
work.
making the puppy playfully jump and bite at it. Wise the monkey also leaps onto the net, doing mid-air somersaults to juggle the cotton balls expertly. All thousands of cotton balls are now neatly gathered on the net,
We're ready,
with
Giant.
none spilling out.
Climbing aboard.
Giant's eyes light up in
System
determined
is clean,
triangles.
Smart. Well
It is
done.
time for the cleanup expert to shine
Motherboard
and
City
redeem
is safe.
himself. Giant raises his left arm, and uses his right hand to firmly press the giant
the
red
best
button
seat in the
on the
house.
vacuum.
Truly a masterpiece.
Instantly,
To Mother.
a magical green swirling vortex ignites, spinning wildly inside the
Programmed
tube.
tune.
The motor roars powerfully, and the magical tornado sucks all the cotton balls high into the sky. The trash balls form a beautiful spiral trajectory, dancing their way straight into Giant's vacuum nozzle. Giant's transparent belly is quickly filled with the colorful balls, bouncing chaotically inside.
Hang in there,
Giant
we're
sweeps
close.
his arm decisively from left to right, vacuuming the net completely spotless, leaving not a single speck behind. Oh, look. A few
Quickly
tiny,
waxed.
sneaky balls fly out,
Affirmative, Giant.
floating away
now.
to make a stealthy escape. Wise the monkey
Dashing.
does a flying cartwheel across the
Data
frame,
stream engaged.
using his flexible cable tail to snatch them up in a split second.
Adjusting parameters.
Wise lands
Scan.
gracefully on one foot, smirks proudly, and casually drops the trash into his hip pouch. Giant turns off the machine, pats his full, colorful belly, and lets out a hilarious, highly satisfied burp. Mission excellently accomplished. Wisdom the spider magically retracts the entire white silk net neatly back into its abdomen. Although the giant
Data
mess
breach
is
detected.
gone, the aluminum fan blades are still coated in a stubborn layer of fine dust. Smart pushes up her glasses strictly, gliding closer on her white boots to execute absolute perfection. Smart twirls her optical duster like a ribbon dancer, creating smooth ribbons of blue light sweeping across the blades. Every speck of fine
They're
dust
reading critical
hit by
levels.
the duster
Keep it
instantly
steady.
turns
Discharge.
into sparkling stardust and fades into the air. To be sure, Smart carefully swipes a pristine, white-gloved finger across the aluminum surface.
It's over.
Ding! The aluminum is so clean, it acts like a mirror, reflecting her incredibly
System
proud
failure
smile.
detected. System failure resolved.
Got it.
Smart tilts her chin up, gives a haughty flick of her duster, and nods to signal little Genius for the final step. Genius is already standing by at the fan axis, his tiny hands
did it,
flying across the floating 3D holographic keyboard. The little guy decisively slams his hand onto the flashing, bright green reboot
Just
button.
as predicted. Now
Inside
we
the
watch
motor,
the dawn.
a healthy blue light flares up, emitting a wonderfully smooth, purring mechanical sound. The aluminum blades slowly start to spin again, gradually accelerating to blow out a pure, refreshing, cool blue mist. The cool breeze blows back Smart's dark blue fiber optic ponytail, making her close her eyes in blissful enjoyment. The orange warning lights snap off, and the entire Motherboard city gets a new look with a gorgeous RGB rainbow wave.
Understood.
The capacitor minions jump for joy, tossing their yellow hats into the air in unison to celebrate the victory. Genius roller skates down the cable from above like a slide, throwing his arms up in a V shape in
Operation
total
achieved.
delight.
Ready for flight.
He brakes sharply, weaving around Giant's feet, and gets a very affectionate pat on the head from his big bro. Captain Moon slowly touches down, retracts his crystal wings, and plants his starlight baton on the floor to rest. The display on Moon's visor shows a bright smile, and he extends his right fist forward.
This is nice.
Giant
truly
laughs
relaxing.
heartily, stepping up to gently bump his massive fist against the captain's hand with an agreeable boom. Genius skates over, high-fiving the strict teacher Smart,
are big.
who is now smiling
Scanning
radiant.
Sector 3.
Wise the
Rapid
monkey
input
and Wisdom the
required.
spider swing on their
Initiating
cables,
final sequence.
wildly bumping hands and
Success.
feet in a totally goofy celebration dance. Fight Dog trots over with a dropped yellow hat in his mouth, returning it to a nearby capacitor minion. The minion puts the hat on and joyfully hugs the puppy, who wags his springy tail furiously. A picture-perfect moment as the camera orbits 360 degrees around the toy squad,
Straining.
striking a proud
We know.
pose.
Digital energy surge.
The motherboard floor is now
been waiting
clean
for
as a
this.
mirror, clearly reflecting the brilliant sky of light above. Giant looks straight into the camera lens, raising his scoop to scratch his
This is
head with a
amazing.
gentle, goofy laugh. Wise the monkey nimbly jumps up to balance on Giant's head, throwing 2 peace signs to the audience. The mischievous monkey tilts his head,
Scan system
winks,
integrity now.
and playfully crosses his eyes while sticking his tongue out.
it! Digital high
Smart stands tall with her arms crossed, proudly lifting her chin and elegantly
We did it.
adjusting her
The
round
tide is
glasses.
receding.
Captain Moon
For
stands
now.
at attention,
This
touching
Freddy.
his helmet brim in a
Structural
super cool
integrity is
pilot salute.
compromised.
All
I'm
6
detecting
members step
fluctuation.
forward into a horizontal line with a theatrical spotlight shining down on the formation from above. Everyone bows 90 degrees in unison to say goodbye to the audience, and Bite Dog stretches his front legs to bow too. Wrapping up a stellar mission. A mission accomplished holographic banner glows brightly behind them as sparkling confetti rains down. The background music suddenly
Operating at
switches to
high
an
speed.
upbeat EDM
The
tune,
rhythmic pulse
and the
is
background
intensifying.
transforms into
We
the
must-
blue YouTube outro interface. 2 empty video recommendation frames slowly appear on either side over a blue background sparkling with circuit patterns.
Wow.
Genius
That's
skates into the
beautiful.
center of the frame, winding his arm back
There you
to toss
go,
a
little
giant
friend.
floating 3D blue like button into the air.
Oh, thank you.
Giant
no
waddles
problem.
over,
Happy to
carrying
share.
a
He did that.
massive red subscribe
It's
button with
charging
both
now.
hands, dropping it to the floor with a thud. Wise the monkey drops from above, bouncing on the like button
All
like a
systems
trampoline,
optimized.
sending countless stars and hearts flying everywhere.
Sounds about right. Let's go.
Giant wraps his arms around the subscribe button, and it flashes, changing to the words subscribed with a satisfying ting.
Let's go!
Wisdom the spider uses silk to hang a sparkling golden
Stabilize the
bell,
link, quick.
then taps it with a leg to make it ring joyfully. Smart glides over, waving her optical duster to sweep out a brilliant 3D text, reading, "See you next time." All 6 members gather under the interactive buttons,
Not yet.
waving and dancing happily
now.
to the music.
Scan initiated.
Oh, look!
System
Bite Dog
stabilized.
curiously
Production crew
hops his
reporting
front
for
paws
duty.
onto the camera lens to peer
Let's
inside.
get this party
The
started.
puppy opens his mouth wide, sticking out his virtual tongue to lick the screen. Slurp, leaving a super
Wrong
cute
here.
smudge mark.
Remarkable.
The circle of
City shines
darkness
even
slowly
brighter.
narrows, focusing on Moon waving goodbye one last time before the screen completely closes shut.